today, quickly, I want to cover this idea that we could be more strategic in building capacity that we need to achieve our goals. Okay. So that's what today is about. Capacity could be information, knowledge, skill, expertise, experience. And I did share before, and I'll share it again. I think I'm going to keep sharing this over and over again because it is so important on your journey to achieving success. Okay. Whether in business or in life. So when I talk about information, we're living in a time where information is abundant. We don't really have an information system problem, right? In the world today, we do not have an information problem. Information is abundant. But here's the deal. Not all information holds the value you need, right? There's information that is common to everybody. When you pick a newspaper, what happened today in your city is out there in the newspaper. So there's common information. If that's all you have access to, then at best, you will be achieving common results, right? Meaning the same information that is available to everybody in your neighborhood, in the city, all over the world. If that is the only information you have, then you'll be achieving what those people are achieving as well in terms of common results, common information, common results. Okay. There's information that holds value. There's information that really, in fact, is very disruptive. Okay. Not everything on social media, not everything you're hearing in the news, not everything online is actually helping and supporting your growth. So you have to be more strategic in terms of what you're consuming. Pretty much, that's just an example. In terms of dedicating ourselves to pursuing in pursuit of information that would add value to us, not subtract. Because there's information for sure. There are stories out there that will not add to you, but will actually take your time. Okay. So information, we need that to move forward. When it comes to value, there's actionable information. There's also information that you cannot act on. It's not enough. So again, information is abundant. All you have to do is go to Google, search for anything you're looking for, and the collective information gathered all over the world is at your fingertips, right? But if information is all we need for success, then everybody should be successful, right? In business, we should all be building successful businesses, living successful lives. And when I say success, I mean you achieving your dreams, right? Whatever those dreams are, you accomplishing your goals. That's success to you, right? So there's information. When we leave information, then you have to graduate to knowledge. Okay. Part of capacity building is knowledge. Now, knowledge is information plus how to. Okay. It's the next level up. Information is you can fly a plane, right? So how to knowledge could be theoretical knowledge. It could be practical knowledge, right? Skill building comes out of practical knowledge, right? Research paper comes from theoretical knowledge. Okay. So in order for us to build capacity, not only do we need to invest in gathering the right information that holds real value, we also have to level up to knowledge acquisition. And knowledge is information plus how to. So as example, you could have information that says you can fly a plane. That's information. Until somebody shows you how to fly a plane, all you have is information. Until you actually get into the cockpit and you fly the plane, you don't have the skill. So many people pride themselves on knowledge. Oh, I know how to build a business. Oh, I know how to fly plane. Oh, yes. Everybody knows in business you need branding, marketing, sales, right? On and on and on. Common knowledge, right? What do you need to build a business? Common knowledge. We need this. Well, maybe some people still don't have that. You still don't know the foundational concept. Okay, that's fine. But my point is the leveling up and the progressive advancement in building capacity. Knowledge, right? Information, knowledge, Skill. Skill only comes when we take the knowledge we've acquired from the books we've read, from the classes we've taken, from the courses, from the programs, just like mine, right? That's why I design my programs to have practical activities, questionnaires, workbooks. Why? Because if all we are giving you is just information in terms of what you can get on Google, I'm not looking to compete with Mr. Google, right? If you can Google the answer to building a successful business, living a successful life, please go to Google. Google does that stuff better, right? If information is the only thing you need, then people like myself, we shouldn't be doing what we're doing, right? But my point is, it's not just information, it's knowledge, but all knowledge is not the same. Some is theoretical. You have to move into the practical side of using that knowledge before you can develop skill. Okay? You need skill to get to where you want to get to. You need skill to fly that plane. That's capacity building. Part of capacity building is skill acquisition. And skill acquisition only comes through repetition, practice, 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 practice. That's the only way we train ourselves to perform in a job, a duty, right? That's the way humans learn. We have to practice. You can read the book to become a doctor until you go into the practice of your profession. I always say, right, profession, whatever profession, right? That's why when you're looking for a job, they'll tell you we need, right, someone with 5 year skills, experience. Why is that? Because they believe even if you go to school to acquire the knowledge, what will set you apart is the real life, real demonstration of the skill on the job. So skill is part of capacity development for yourself. Again, we're talking about achieving your goals, right? And how to be more strategic. The reason is because when you set a goal, you should be asking yourself this question: what do I need to do or become? What resources do I need to put together? What capacity do I need to develop to actually achieve what it is I desire to achieve? That should be the question you're asking, because that is the distance between where you are today and where you say you want to be. You, the capacity within your reach, the skills you have, the information you're exposed to, the knowledge you have, and the experience you've gathered over time. Now, let me talk a little bit about experience. Skill building comes with repetition over time. Experience also comes over time. Doing the same thing for 2 years versus 5 years versus 10 years, the experience, the exposure to dynamic circumstances around that job builds your capacity. A 10-year sailor has more experience than a 6-month-old sailor. Do you agree? Here's the key. You need experience to achieve success, but it's going to take you time to develop experience. Here's the shortcut, okay? This is where people like myself come in. Is that in this life, if you don't want to spend 10 years developing experience for yourself, the shortcut is you go to someone that has spent time to develop the expertise, the skill, and experience, and you sit at their feet and you learn from them. That's the shortcut, right? Because if you want to become a doctor, the only reason you have to go to medical school is the collective knowledge of all your lecturers, instructors, professors. They bundle all of that in books, years and years and years of practice books of people that have gone ahead of you, that have gathered all this knowledge. They put it into books under the leadership of your instructors. They guide you, they teach you. What would have taken you a lifetime to learn, in 5, 6, whatever years, right? They will teach you, and all of a sudden you acquire the skills. That is the shortcut of life. Is that experience comes with time, but you can borrow, you can learn, you can invest in acquiring experience to as a shortcut to shorten your own journey to skill and expertise development. That's the whole point when we talk about coaches and programs and masterclasses and all these events people like myself were putting together. We are trying to say, Invest in accelerating your own success. We know it takes time. It takes time to build a successful business. It takes time to achieve what you want to achieve. It does take time. Like by nature, nothing happens overnight. Like all of these things. Now, if you build capacity and you're ready, opportunities, it's about being ready. If you're ready, when opportunity comes, you will participate. If you're not ready for the opportunity, if you've not acquired the skill, if you've not built up capacity, opportunities are knocking every day. Guess what? You can't participate. It's like looking for a job. The job is available, open position. But guess what? Those positions have entry criteria. Submit your resume. They will take a look at your resume. Do you have the requirements of the job? 5 years? No. This. If they see that you have the requirement, meaning you have the capacity to do the job, then they will invite you in and say, let's even talk to this person if they have this, softer skills, communication, team building, mannerism, character, behavior. They now want to, okay, their technical skills. Yes, you have the technical skills. Now, do you have the behavioral or mindset job? Are you coachable? Are you teachable? Are you adaptable? They will measure that as well. And if you've got it, congratulations, you get the job, you participate. If you don't, thank you. That's when you receive those letters. Thank you so much. We wish you the best of luck. Life is doing that every day. Life is doing that every day. So, again, what I want to talk about today, or what I've been sharing, is this idea of how to be more strategic in building the capacity that you actually need to get what you want, your goals. I don't know what you want. I don't. But if you're building a business, we have the Business and Leadership Academy. That is a capacity building platform for you to invest time in accessing courses, programs that will help you accelerate your business growth and success. It takes time to learn all the fundamentals of entrepreneurship. You can decide to go on your own journey and spend the next 5-10 years figuring it out. It takes that long. Or you invest in the programs that will help you unlock, right, the collective knowledge, develop the skill, right, over time, that you can immediately start seeing results. Right? To see the results you desire takes time. It will take time. The way to shorten, reduce that time is seeking expert knowledge, expert information, investing in people that will teach you how to acquire the skills, how to develop experience, to learn from other people's experience. Really, that's really the shortcut. I do it, right? When I host international summits, right? When I'm interviewing presidential advisors, when I'm, hosting World Bank chief economists and all of these experts that have gone, ambassadors for economic development, trade, industry, when I host them, you can be rest assured I am taking notes. Okay? That's one way of growing. And in fact, what many people don't realize today is technically, I now actually have a 360 view, a unique vantage point that each of them do not have. Why? I've taken time to actually see and listen to all stakeholders. They don't listen to themselves. So each person will say, I'm a government official. I know everything here. Fantastic. Business investors will say, I know everything investment. Fantastic. Everybody knows what they know. For me, Toyin, because I've taken time to listen to everybody, I see all of their perspective. And when I put together programs and courses, that's the perspective I share, the 360 perspective. And that's what helps people. I mean, when people take my classes and courses, they're like, Toy, you just really opened my eye to this understanding that nobody even gives us, right? So anyway, that's just what I wanted to share today. I mean, today my appeal is just be more strategic, right? Is that when you set goals for yourself, whether business goals, personal goals, whatever those goals are, just ask yourself this question. Just ask this question is very, very simple. What do I need, right, for this journey to achieve these goals? Who do I need to become, right, to develop the capacity to pull this thing off, right? What knowledge do I need? What information do I need? What skill? What are the requirements of doing what it is I say I want to do? And the moment you go after the capacity development, you will realize that everything you need becomes within reach. You can now undo, you can now do it. When you acquire the skills, when you expose yourself to the right information, you the right level of knowledge, not just practical knowledge, not just theoretical knowledge, but actually practical knowledge. When you do all of that, trust me, as humans, you can be taught anything. You can be taught. You can learn to do anything you want to do in the world. The difference between a pilot and a medical doctor is what they studied, is where they invested their time. That's the difference between an accountant and a medical doctor is they studied a discipline. They invested time in acquiring the knowledge, in developing the skill, right? In gaining experience in a particular space. So when we all come into this world, we come as a blank slate, right? And then we get to fill up ourselves, educate ourselves. People educate us, all of those things. We're programmed. Part of my program, the Game Plan 12 Strategies for Winning, I talk about how you also need to disrupt some of those patterns, nature, nurture, culture, right? We've been programmed in certain ways. Some of it are good, some will not help you. What got you here may not get you there. But that's another topic for another day. My point is being more strategic is checking in with ourselves. I want ABC. I want to become. This is what I want to pull off. And then walk backwards and say, okay, in order for us to do that, what are the ingredients? It's like the recipe. You have to put together a recipe. What ingredients? Just like if you want to cook soup, what ingredients? Where is that? Where are the right people? You start putting those things together. Capacity is network. Capacity is experience. Capacity is skill. The moment you start putting those things together, going to school or buying a book or taking a course, taking a program, you start developing yourself. You become that person that can actually pull that thing off. Right? Unfortunately, what I see most people do is fold their hands and expect somebody to bring them fish. The people that used to bring you fish, they are also looking for fish today, meaning the markets are shifted. You now need to go and say, I need to learn how to fish for myself. That's what this is about. It's about capacity. Why? If you don't develop capacity, if you don't develop skill for yourself, you will always depend on those who did the work. And nothing wrong with that. If that's the lifestyle you want, dependency on who, right? So being more strategic is also understanding that developing a strategy, the effectiveness of any strategy, the precision of any strategic plan is highly dependent on the level of skill, experience, knowledge, right? Information that is applied to developing that strategy. That's why capacity is important. Why is that? Because if someone that has never done something before tries to put together a strategy, they don't have the knowledge of how to. In fact, they've not tested it enough to know what's going to work and what's not going to work, right? That's what experts like myself bring to the table. It's like we can shorten that distance. Why is that? Because what Google would not do for you or do for us is prescribe the strategy that would actually work for you, specific for you. So there's general information out there. You still have to do the deep research, gather all the information, test different things out. And the process of testing it out, some will fail, some will work. Gather all of that. In that process is how you develop expertise. Where consultants and coaches and instructors like myself come in is based on the experience we already have in trying different things. We can immediately be more prescriptive, right? We can be more prescriptive. We can be more precise, right? We can take you to the answer faster. Whereas if you don't have that experience, you will have to attempt different things over time and then eventually you say, okay, now I know. And that eventually could be 5 years. And that's okay. It could be 3, it could be 6 months, depending on how rigorous and how much you dedicate yourself in pursuit of the answers you want, right? So if you focus heavily, 100% of the time, you may get it in 6 months. But if you're doing it part-time, one leg in, one leg out, 1 hour here, 1 hour, you're just stretching, right? You're stretching how long it's going to take you to achieve success. So anyway, I just wanted to share that concept to say we can be more strategic, we can define our goals, right? I say unleash the limitless possibilities of your potential. There's nothing you cannot do. You want to go to space? Elon Musk. There's no the human we can do anything. You can do anything you want to do in the world. But the key is you first have to build the capacity, the network, the financial capacity, the skill. You have to invest. You have to become that person that can pull it off. Elon Musk has become that person that he would tell us he's doing Tesla, and he would dedicate his life to learning what it takes to build an electric car. He would tell us he's going to space. That guy sets his goal. But after setting the goal, he's not going to play. He's not going to the beach and fold his hands and somebody expecting somebody else. No, 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 no. He sleeps in the factory. You can read the right. He dedicates himself in pursuit of building the capacity to now do what he said he would do. Most people will dream, but in the real world will not do the work. Don't be that person. Dream big. My point is dream big as far as your eyes can see. Dream, please dream. But then wake up to reality and get yourself doing the real work every day in pursuit of your dreams. That's my message for today. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. So basically, the Business and Leadership Academy, like I shared before, is really the place where it's about capacity development for business stakeholders, right? And leaders of the future. You can go there, https, right? Nazaru.academy. You can just type nazaru.academy in your browser, and you can go there and start investing time in acquiring the skills, knowledge, right, that you need to achieve business growth and success, right? It's built specifically for for me to reach more people, right? Over the last 2 years, before the last 2 years, I was just busy doing my own thing. But the last 2 years with COVID and all of that, so many people were like, "Doing, we want to do this, we want to." Okay, fine. Let me put together the knowledge. Let's put it together because there is something that just to think about as I'm wrapping up today is this idea that there are 3 communities I invest in. There's community where I'm coaching, guiding, teaching what I know, what allows me to do what I do, whether in international trade or entrepreneurship, right? Or leadership principles or success principles, the game plan 12 strategies for achieving success in life and business. I do all of that. But if that's all I do, no, I have communities of peers, I have communities of superiors. That actually is my full-time job. So I've taken the last 2 years to build platforms that can equip those who want to do the things I do, invest time, courses, programs, all of that is there. Why did I do that? Now I can free myself to continue what I was doing before COVID, which is I need to go and do my events, global summits, all of those stakeholder engagement things. That's really, I had to take time to build platforms where other people can learn, can grow, can become leaders of the future. We can mentor, we can, right? I needed to build a space that actually allows me to scale it, because many people will say, Toyin, do you mentor? Toyin, I'm like, guys, I'm not going to do the work for you. You will invest, you have to invest yourself, your time, your resources, paid for the courses, all of that, right? Pay for it to accelerate your own development. That's it, because Toyin Toyin now has, I have so much to go out there. Many people have been saying, Toyin, your event. I'm like, Toyin is busy. Toyin is busy. But anyway, it's a pleasure to just keep pushing ad and helping people achieve, right? Just supporting those that want to grow, right? And then in Nazaru, the work that we do goes on. And that's it. It's a wrap, people, for today. Thank you so much for being here, being a part of today's session. I'll see you again. Bye.